Welcome back everyone. As we have learned about the thermonic emission in the last one, it's time to learn about the field emission. So, what is field emission? Field emission, the name itself suggests its possibility. Field emission comes from the word of electromagnetic field. Well, with the name itself, it gets clear that if you are using the electrical waves, so that itself in the basic means the electrons direction in one way. All the electrons when goes in one direction, so we get current in other direction. That's quite simple concept. And if you produce enough powerful magnetic effect, like if you produce so much of the positive charge at one side and negative charge on one side, so it gives us the polarity, and that polarity helps us to maintain high voltage, and that high voltage emits out the electron too. Like it always happens. It seems a little bit weird, but let me tell you a very obvious and simple example of it. What happened in our lithium ion battery that is most probably been in your cell phone. Lithium ion batteries are these days famous one batteries. So what happened in that? Well, we are not going to go into it, but still there is an anode, there is a cathode, there is a membrane, all the guys, all the electrons stays here, and the second part stays here. It goes jump from here to here, and that's all the way, and our battery drains. But what happened when we put it to the charging or source? Well, let me change the source. I should use the AC, as we are using the AC to charge our lithium ion batteries, right? So now what I'm doing is, it is anode, it means it's positive. It is cathode, it means it's negative, but I am giving it negative charge and giving it this side positive charge. Remember, this charge is coming from the source, the AC source, and this is the static one. So what actually happens when our AC, um, when our AC's positive is very high, or AC's negative is very high, we can take any one of them because they both produce equally. So this guy becomes negative, and when this guy becomes negative, it attracts all the electron and cycle reverses. And when the cycle reverses, all the red ones, or all the things, come back to this place. Well, here I made red as holes and white as electrons. I think you can understand that. If not, let me know, I will explain that later. So this will go on this side. So there is a speciality of this membrane that maintains that one direction goes faster, but the other way out is not that fast. That's why your battery do not drain in just 1 or 2 seconds after you charge it. Even in the fast charging, if you charged your phone in 1 hour or 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever time it is, it will not going to drain in the same amount of time. If it is, it means there is some problem in the battery. Rest, this is the concept. So I think you get the point of the electromagnetic induction. Even in the magnetic field, if you create a very strong north pole and south pole, it will still work pretty much the same way. As you all know, electricity produces the magnetic effect too. So this is field emission. And now we are going to learn the last one, which will going to be the photoelectric emission, the most exciting and interesting one. So stick with me, stay tuned. God bless.